Hello everyone, this is Valderon and I am going to start up and make a series of Civilization V videos. I already have a couple on my YouTube channel, but I've been encouraged to actually go a little bit more into tactics, do's and don'ts, and many other things. However, I play it very heavily modded, so that's the thing. And some people might encounter that I do not play on very high difficulty setting. However, this is the setting I have found out is the best balanced one for me, due to I have some mods which make things like city-states and barbarians much more powerful than normal. So, and I play traditionally on a map which is a world map, a huge world map, and we'll look a little bit more about that in a while. But you know this screen, and you can ask, why do you play Civilization 5 and not Civilization 6? Honestly, I don't like Civilization 6. I felt it went away from the civilization I like. And it has been through time that every second of them didn't actually suit my needs. So I loved the first one which came out. 1, 2, meh. 3, I loved it. 4, meh. 5, I love it. 6, nah. So I'm looking forward to Civilization 7 because that should be one I like. But let's see when we get to that, and I will in due time probably play it a lot. I have all DLCs which is released, and it is up to scratch. It is updated with any patches through Steam, and mods I do get through Steam as well. I have not done any myself, and you can see it's not a lot which is actually ticked. However, what I have done is I have actually made a DLC myself with a lot of mods in, because we wanted to play in multiplayer with as much benefit we could, and in order to do that we all have to be on the same mod level. So that's why it doesn't show up with a lot of mods here, but they are there, believe me. So I still have to, because I have certain things, city-states evolved, among others, which makes them more expanding and much more like normal civilizations. So these are the latest one I have on. This one actually doesn't work because I have reached the level of civilizations I can play with. But I will advise, if anyone wants mods with new civilizations, find the JFD ones on Steam Workshop and download them. They are absolutely amazing. But I will make a video at some time how you actually add mods to it. I can play in vanilla as well. Well, not with the DLC I have added, so but it will keep that content. So I go in, and this is how I play. I can choose a random leader. I play the world extended because that is a very, very giant world map, and it does try to start, but when I don't load the scenario but just start it, it will take random. If I take the scenario, it will only take the original civilization. So, and I want to play with all the ones I have added to the game. Map size is huge, 12 players with 24 nation states. I can up that, but believe me, it gets very difficult if you do. So keep it with 12 with 24 nation states. That's a challenge on itself. And I only play on Warlord, which is supposedly easy, but as I said, I have aggressive barbarians and evolved city-states, so it is not necessarily going to be easy, and the map is very big, so everything has a time to evolve. I play on standard game pace. I don't have any need to speed it up or slow it down that I take. So the leaders I have, if it will come in, I have downloaded a lot of DLCs. I have one with Adolf Hitler. I found that could be interesting and see. And someone has made all these civilizations, besides the original ones, of course. The original Germany is Bismarck. And it goes through, I have actually filled up with how many you can have. Some is better than others, and some is more interesting to play than others. But for me, it's the diversity. I don't know what I end up with, and I also got Joseph Stalin with the Soviet Union, which is actually very interesting to play. So there is a lot of different ones, and of course there's the original as well, and that's where it gets, for me, quite interesting, because you get the diversity. You have to actually think about what is the strengths and weaknesses with this civilization. So I go back, I take a random one, and I will start the scenario. I become 4 bears, which is a Native American coalition, and it has some special treats. By the way, I also have all 3 treats, so 2 of them shows up, the third doesn't, but that will appear. Okay, Black Mound. That's a Lancer. Okay, it's good it doesn't need horses, so that's interesting. Then there's a building, Erdl Lodge. That's a watermill replacement, and it adds food and production, which and it has to be next to a river, like the watermill. So good. So we begin the journey. I know I'm on a world map, so I am somewhere in the world. Start usually with a settler and a warrior. I have an idea that this might be in Russia somewhere. So that is going to be a little bit of a struggle, because I have to expand up in the icy area to get harbor cities and stuff like that. But let's start up and see what we actually come to. So I do minimum normal things. I always start with monuments. Culture is very important. So, and normally I actually choose a lot of research in one go. So I'll always start with masonry, because I want the pyramids, which gives two workers, which then again help you develop your country quicker. The second one I always take is the wheel, because I use one of the workers to make roads between those two cities I normally will have when the pyramids are built. After that, if I'm at the sea, I will go for sailing. I'm not at the sea yet, so I will postpone that a bit, but I will go philosophy, because that will give me the possibilities to go into these things, and it will give an extra, if I can build the Oracle, I can get a free social policy, which is quite important, I find. As I'm up in the north, I will take trapping, because fur will be very important very quickly to get luxury out of that. And then I normally go all the way and take metal casting. What I won't do it this time, because I need to see if I can get a harbor city up in the ice. Then I will go sailing first, but let's take it from there.